Hello YouTube. Got a Rhino command I just recently found out about. I've been using Rhino for quite a while, but this seems like a good thing to know about. Let's see here. Getting into it. So I made a quick little model, rendered, and this thing's called the twist command. There's a variety of other commands in it, but I found out about it from this YouTube, or sorry, it's like a Facebook role from TikTok, and a lot of Rhino content is in foreign languages, so it's hard to follow. And this guy zipped through it pretty fast by freeze framed the video. So credit to this user right here. But anyway, he was zipping through it, and of course, so the intent of this video is try to get it in English and show you the actual command, where to find it, and all that. So I tried to follow along and make the same kind of thing, and pretty wild stuff here. So this is just showing him flying through it. And he makes the part and then spins it around and all that. So let's see here. We'll show it here on this one. So I'll take all this stuff, move it out of the way. We'll start anew. Want to get in the right, guess we're using the right axis or right viewpoint. This is all in metric. Currently, you can throw it right on a 3D printer without any problems. So I'm just drawing a center line and then go use the, what do you call this thing? Interpret curve, which is basically a spline that's hard driven by points, not poles. So we'll turn off grid snap just to make this a little easier. I'll try to make like a teardrop shape, kind of like they had in the video. Don't really care about scale at this point, just trying to get something that matches what they're doing. You can adjust it after the fact. Got to turn off grid snap. You can adjust these splines, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, there's that. Go back into 3D, extend. So that just got that up there. Next command, just to get that thing to spin around, is revolve, R-E-V-O-L-V-E, up here in the corner. And with Rhino, I like to type in a lot of the commands. Let's see here. Go that way. It's trying to spin around, so you can just choose full circle. So there's your little teardrop. We'll go back to the right axis and grid snap back on, and we'll make a line just as tall as what he did. So they're setting basically like radius out from the center and then how tall this thing is. I go back to perspective, and the command is twist. It's also under this menu on the standard ribbon. This is Rhino 8, of course, and we got the 3D text objects, and then right next to it you got this little box going over another box. You expand that more, and you got all these modifier commands down here, and this one is twist. So, or you can just type in TWI, and they'll start to auto figure out what you want to twist. So you want to select your object, which is this guy. We'll grab the bottom center line, the top of it, and then they're coming out with a handle like so. And you can see now that's the magic sauce of what he was doing there. So that's how you control it. And we go from a top perspective. So we're starting it right there. We're going to try to do a full circle. Back to perspective. So there's our little, kind of like a helix to a degree, but it starts off vertical for like a tangency rather than coming in on the edge. So that is the difference between that and helix. And then the top is also tangent to the z-axis. So now we got to go into solid tools, and we got this guy pipe with round caps is what he was using. And for this one, we just select the spline. We'll make it something reasonably big on the bottom so it chews into this. Now you can kind of set dimensions and all that once you know the command. order and how to use it. Let's see here. So there's like that helix, and then you can use rotate. We're going to do like 3 of them for this example. Use rotate, and you got to get your bottom point, and we'll view it from the top and type in 120. I'll back that out. And copy yes. So 120 and minus 120. So that gives us 3 of these things on there. Now we can do a Boolean difference. It's also called Boolean subtract in other CAD software. So select your center body, right click, then select these 3 little horn looking guys. And I kept them on. There might have been a setting for that, but I'll just take these, move them out of the way, and now you have that fancy looking thing. And we go into rendered. Can't really see it too well, so in Rhino 8, they, let's see here, go select the object. It unlocks these options, and you go to material. You hit this plus, and it also has defaults for metal, but that's because I had it previously set up in there here. So that's like showing like chrome, and copper is always a nice looking one. And you can like real time view it as you're selecting things. That's pretty cool. Aluminum, so that's pretty cool. Gold, the copper usually shows up well. So anyway, that's the command structure of how you'd use this particular kind of what do you call it? Geometry driver or whatever in Rhino. So hopefully that helps you. And if you did catch this video here, I'll put a link to what this is in the description, and you're having a hard time following how he was doing it. Hopefully this video in English, step by step, will show you how to make all that happen. So best luck with your CAD modeling in Rhino.